Hello everybody, it's HeroGamezFTW here, and today we are back for another video. And in today's video we're going to be doing an update video on the Legends mod. So the Legends mod Halloween update 3.0 has just come out, and we are going to go over it. Now this isn't going to be a full review on the new characters, so I'm just going to go briefly over the new characters and show you what they have. I'll be leaving the rest for the suit showcases for the characters and the horror mod showcase that will be coming out soon as well. I just want to show you guys what's been added and you know what we can do about it. So let's just show off what's new here. So Deadpool is not new, obviously, but Deadpool does have something new. No, a remodel is his pistols. This how you get his pistol. Oh, there we go. Oh, do I got him? There we go. They got a remodel by Proven Beat. I don't know if I can get like there you go. Okay, you can see him clearly here. Proven remodeled the pistols, so now they're looking pretty dope, if I do say so myself. And yeah, this is basically new pistols in the game for anyone who has pistols. And yeah, basically that is that. Let's get moving on. Oh, let me take off my boots. There we go. Put it back right here. And now we do have new horror characters in the update, including one villain as well. So we got the Jeepers Creepers, Dracula, Gill Man, and the Wolfman. And we also got Scarecrow for the super villain that's been added this update. So I hope you guys are ready for this. I'm excited. This update is something that I've been waiting for personally, mostly because of one character, which is of course Jeepers Creepers. We're gonna go over him first, of course, because you guys probably don't know this, but I'm a pretty big Jeepers Creepers fan. So I just need you guys to know that, and you know, let's just get into it. So Jeepers Creepers, also known as the Creeper, I modeled the Creeper. This is how I made him, and I hope you guys like it. He also has some other modes and stuff that we'll be going over soon. But you know, when he has battle damage, by the way, I made it so there's actually blood in his teeth. So if you guys want to check that out, next time you get the Jeepers Creeper suit and you have it on and it's battle damage, just check for the blood in the teeth, because I did something like that. And yeah. So let's move on. So let's see what the Creeper has to offer. Now remember, this isn't a full review on the character. I'm going to be making a separate suit showcase or just mod showcase on this, on the horror. So yeah, it's just showing you what's new. So Jeepers Creepers, you know, he's a tank, he's a tier 6, his defense is extreme, his title is a bat out of hell. We're not going to go over this, but he has stealth, wall climbing, stuff like that. He's a Sinistry too, and his ability 1 is going to be a shuriken, like Thor's hammer. It can like, because this is all telepathy, right? So as you can see, the shuriken can go wherever I want it to go. So, for example, I'll throw it here, but I can land right there, because it's wherever my mouse moves to. Then we move on to his ability 2, which is a wing attack. So obviously, of course, it's the Jeepers Creepers, it has to have wings. So this is basically how it looks like. You have that cool little wing aesthetic, which is the wing attack. It's going to do some damage and such. I never actually tried it in a battle, so I don't know if it does durability, how much durability or damage it does, but it should do some amount. And now he also has a spear, no, a dagger, which is ability 3. You're going to equip a dagger in your inventory, and then you can throw it just like Thor's hammer. You can, you know, throw whatever you want. And then obviously, if I'm in game mode 0, if I throw it, it's going to despawn, but then I can have another one, and then I have to wait for the ability to go, and then boom. But the dagger does do something special. It has a 20% chance to cause bleeding. So obviously bleeding is a no bueno, because if you are hit by bleeding, it will do durability passively for a limited amount of time. And yeah, it's basically the dagger. Now we move on to the spear, which is ability 4, but this one has a 20% chance to stun targets, which is, you know, make you freeze, stand still, keep in place for a limited amount of time. Obviously, just like Thor's, this dude has the telepathy. The spear does have a longer cooldown though, so I won't be able to use it as much. The dagger, you know, has a shorter cooldown. Spear, longer. It makes sense, because with a spear you can stun people. And now let's move on to his ability 5, which is the wings. Heck yes. So obviously you turn on ability 5 and it's a toggleable. So you know, you have nice little creeper arms right there. You have the creeper. Oh my god, yes. And with the wings you can actually pick people up. So if there was someone right there, I'd be able to pick them up. And yeah, I can actually show it off if I have, for example, a zombie pigman. Zombie pigman, right? And I have the wings on because, you know, they're toggleable. And I right click this dude, then I can launch him all the way up. I have him picked up, and now I can just right click and let him go, and I can make him fall to his death. That's awesome. And you know, obviously have that cool little aesthetic. I can turn it off with ability 5. And yeah, that's ability 5 for you guys. And next is going to be his equip ability, which is an axe. So the axe is basically going to turn Jeepers Creepers into a brute, in a sense, because it's going to inflict bleeding and do +1 durability damage. So you're basically doing 4 durability damage a punch with the axe. And I mean, it's kind of balanced, because if you have every single thing, so let's say you have the axe, you have the dagger, and you have the spear, you could play like this, right? You're hitting them, you throw this, and keep going. You can also spam ability 1 as well, and keep going for this right here. You know, you can just wait for the abilities to build up like that, and just combat like this. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting process of the combos that Jeepers Creepers has. And let's move on with his fear scent. The creeper can smell all its victims' fear, allowing him to hunt them down and torment them before harvesting their organs. So now fear can be determined if the player, for example, is below 200 durability, if the player is in your terror radius, and that's basically how you're going to smell the fear. Now, this dude doesn't have any fear because it's a mob, but let's say there was what's it called, player around here, then I'd be able to sense his fear, you know, because of the H ability, also known as the utility ability. So it depends, you know. You can also I'm pretty sure his special causes fear, something like that. But let's move on actually to the special. The fear scent, basically, like, you know, like an X-ray, no, not like a detective mode or spider sense, where it's like highlights the target if they have fear in them. Now there's multiple ways, but it's not really specific and it's not specified in here, so I'm not gonna go over that at the moment. Maybe for the Jeepers Creeper showcase though. So now we have the special ability, which is the creeper flares out his clawed hood to intimidate prey, letting out a deafening screech. When doing this, creeper's regenerative abilities increase as well as his defense. So obviously this basically is gonna do like 25 durability or plus, and to you, so you're gonna boost 25 durability or something like that. You're basically just gonna have your regen go faster than it usually does for a horror character. And yeah, it's basically also, you know, to defense and crap that I just said. It basically puts up his fortitude. So yeah, that's basically what his special is. Well, let me actually show off his special. Heck yes! I modeled this as well. It's like a cool little clawed hood that he does. And then when the special is done, also if you're right next to glass, it breaks, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But if you're like right next to it, like right here, and you press the special ability, the glass will break. And that's another little cool feature that Taiho added for the creeper. I am going to get some steak, because without steak, well, I mean, I wish he added organs. Now there might be some system like that where eventually when you kill a player, they drop organs or something, like with Jeepers Creepers. I don't know, it's something that Tile said. And now we also have, of course, the DVD for Jeepers Creepers. Obviously, I might get copyright for it, so we're gonna play like 1 second of it. Yeah, that's it. That's all you're getting. Because if not, I'm gonna get copyright, and I don't want to get copyright. So let's move on, guys. Basically, what we got for Jeepers Creepers, the creeper, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this dude. Now let's move on to the next guy that we have here, which in fact, wait, actually let's show off how much it costs to get the creeper. To get the creeper, it's going to cost you 48,000 souls. Compared to the other guys, that's a lot. Like Michael Myers is only like freaking 40,000, but the best horror characters are apparently Dracula and Freddy, so they cost 50,000. So it's only 2,000 behind. So yeah, Jeepers Creepers is gonna cost you a little bit. Now let's move on to Dracula. So it's like the vampire. I'm not gonna go over this too much because it's basically the vampire that I will be doing a mod showcase or suit showcase of soon, which is, you know, the Dracula suit showcase. And so expect that soon. So I'm not really gonna go over him too much, but I did model this one as well. I made the Dracula model, and I think I did a pretty decent job. You know, he has little fangs in the face and stuff. You know, nice little eyebrows. And yeah, I think it's pretty decent. And let's move on. So let's put this stuff up here. I want my steak right there. Thank you very much. Let's get here. So obviously, he's the Count. His defense is extreme. He's a tier 5, and his role is a Marauder. That's also what I forgot to mention with Creeper, is when you are so without the axe you are blocking, but with the axe you actually turn into a Marauder. That's something that I forgot to mention with the Jeepers Creepers. So let's back to Dracula though. So he's a normal Marauder, so basically he does this, you know, that's Marauder. Let's move back here. So he also has Vampiric Bite, ability 1. Dracula bites his victim, sucking the blood from them. Pretty self-explanatory. You have this guy right here, you're gonna suck his blood if I hit ability 1, but it's daytime, so my abilities do not work in the daytime. Yay! He also has Bloodlust, which you got, just look at my video on Dracula or vampires. I'm not gonna go over this right now because I already showed this off, and it's just a waste of time because there'll be a showcase on it soon, and you guys probably saw this from my last vampire showcase. He also has Blood Vision, Bat Form, Demonic Form, his Hypnosis Mastery, and his Demonic Fury, which is a special. So yeah, I can't really do any of this because it's daytime and I don't really want to set it tonight. So let's move on to the next guy, which is Wolfman, our boy Wolfman. Hold up, let me actually tell you how much Dracula costs. 50k in the altar. 50,000 should be. Where's the Dracula? There it is. Dracula is 50,000, being one of the most OPest horror characters in the mod. Oh, by the way, a lot of you guys have been asking me, I'm killing these mobs or like players, right? I'm not collecting souls. You need to get essence harvesting, which costs 50 XP. Then you can start collecting souls for horror characters. So keep that in mind, guys. Let's move on to Wolfman and. Oh crap! Okay, let me actually time set night because, you know, I guess I have to because he won't work without it. So obviously I have auto transformation because alright, in full moon I can't transform back to, you know, human, but if it's not full moon then I'm fine. Sadly it's full moon right now, so I can't really do much about that. And yeah, so right now we have, there's also like because he has a transformation ability that I just can't show off right now. Let's move on. So Wolfman, you know, he's the Larry Talbot. His defense is medium. His tier is 6. His role is a controller, so he can, you know, roll. And let's move on. His ability 1 is going to be a canine bite. So the Wolfman uses his advanced jaw strength and sharp teeth to bite into prey. It is especially effective against vampires, so it does more durability toward vampires. Let me show this off here though. So, you know, he starts biting you a little bit like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And yeah, so it's basically a big little chomp there. And ability 2 is wall climbing. So obviously self-explanatory. Creeper also has wall climbing. I forgot to say that. So if I hold ability 2 and jump, I'll be able to wall climb. That's just how it is. Now let's move on to ability 3, which is the scent tracker. Wolfman uses advanced sense of smell to track nearby prey. Self-explanatory. The pounce. The Wolfman pounces at its target, attacking them. So it's basically like Wolverine's pounce and Black Panther's pounce. Ability 5 is a block. Self-explanatory. He blocks, decreasing damage taken. His equipped ability is the one I can't show, which is a transformation because it's a full moon right now. It basically will just turn him from human to, you know, werewolf. And his stock, his utility ability is a stalk. Wolfman stalks his prey, hunting them down before ultimately seeing to their demise. So this one's self-explanatory. It's like Michael Myers stalk and stuff, you know. There's not much more to say there. And his special is Moonlight Madness. Wolfman enters a primal, unbearable rage that allows him to perform in vastly increased capacity. So I think it increases his durability or something. I'm not too sure. Let's see here. So I do normally 11 attack damage, right? Actually, hold up. I know what it does. If you see here, in Moonlight Madness, his strength goes to 15. His speed goes to 5. Right, he's a brute too, and during full moon, I forgot about that. Let's actually test that. So now, oh, okay. So in Moonlight Madness, you're in combat as well. Oh, and you're a brute and doing combat. That's pretty OP. Oh, look at this. Okay, that was kind of weird. I kind of just exploded that. All right, and yeah, that's basically Moonlight Madness, where you go into like a combat-like state. Let's move on now. So that's the Wolfman. Hope you guys like the Wolfman. This model was made by Proven Beat, so big shout out to Proven. Obviously, this is not how the werewolf will look like. If you're wondering, the werewolf is going to look completely different. It's already been modeled too. So, you know, the werewolf, expect that in the future too. And let's move on. So now we have the Gill Man. Now, I don't really have any water around here, but I should be able to manage. Yeah. So the Gill Man is going to be... Oh, hold up. Yeah, that was weird. The Gill Man, if I can find him, there he is the creature. His defense is high, not extreme. He's a tier 5, so some horror characters were switched to tier 5. So for example, Chucky is now a tier 5, Gill Man is a tier 5, and Leatherface is a tier 5. There you go, see? So Gill Man is actually a tank. Let's see here. Okay, so attack damage is 18, 21 brutality though, 22 with the Dweller buff, which is Sinistry 1, 2 with Dweller buff. Dweller stats increase in dark. So when it's dark, your stats will increase. Night vision with Dweller buff. Okay. Wounding 1. So his ability 1 is a toss, like Shazam's toss ability. You just throw the person. Ability 2 is a wall break. You know, breaks through the wall. I've been showing that. His ability 3 is a choke. So he grabs the opponent with his incredible strength and strangles the victim. His ability 4 is brutality, which, you know, also increases his strength to 20. So Gill Man exerts himself using his superior strength to rip through opponents. His ability 5 is a lunge. It's basically like a pounce. You know, he just goes through the opponents. His equip ability is advanced swimming, enhanced swimming. So he'll basically swim better. He'll swim faster in the water, better in the water. Gill Man uses his amphibious physiology to maneuver quickly in water. His utility ability is a stock, you know, it's self-explanatory. I've said this already. His special ability, though, is Devrian Beast. Okay, I'm like far away from my computer right now, so reading these small letters right now is giving me a hard time. Gill Man grabs his opponent, severely crushing them. Now, this is basically, so he basically grabs them like this and starts choking them and does amazing durability and damage. And you can also hit them in the process, doing way more durability and damage. This model was modeled by Proven Beat, by the way, so big shout out to Proven on this. And yeah, this thing looks amazing. It looks dope, as if I do say so myself. So big shout out to Proven on that. Now let's move on to Scarecrow. Alright, actually guys, I forgot to tell you. Gill Man actually cost 32,000 souls. Wolfman, my boy Wolfman, if I can click on him, that'd be great. There we go. Cost 35,000 souls. Okay, cool. Now we have that out of the way. And yeah, that's basically Gill Man for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. And now we have Scarecrow, which is the only supervillain that has been added this update. And you know, Scarecrow's no joke. He's actually a pretty good villain, if I do say so myself. We're going to grab the portable modular device and see what Scarecrow is all about. First of all, though, let's check out how to craft Scarecrow. Scarecrow is going to take you 23,000 tokens, and he's going to require brown fabric, black fabric, brown stained leather, a straw, gas tier, ink sac, and a nether wart. So that's pretty interesting. Now let's move on to his abilities. He has a fear gas, which is his ability 1. Basically, it makes the screen all bluish and stuff. It's kind of weird. It's like you're on drugs or something. It's weird. His ability 2 is an obsession. I can't do this right now because I don't have a player on. I will when I actually do the showcase on him. I'll have like my alt on when I go in full of the characters. So basically, you hit the obsession key on whoever you want to obsess, and then you can see them through walls and stuff. So that's basically your obsession. It's basically like a detective mode, but it only goes through one player and it doesn't go away until they're dead. Now let's move on to Violet Dancing, which is basically combat. Not much more I can say about that. Violet Dancing. You expect it to do something cooler, but you know, he's also a controller, by the way, if I didn't say that. Now he has a Terror Aura as well, which grounds people around him. So let's say that if there's a person around here, the Terror Aura would legitimately ground them. He also has stealth, by the way, if I didn't mention that. So he also has a grenade, ability 5, just like that. He has a scythe, which is the equipped ability. The scythe is basically going to have a 50% chance to cause bleeding. Acts as a hoe. His utility ability is pickpocketing. Pretty self-explanatory. You know, you have like a 1% chance to like steal their item that's in their inventory hand right now. His special is Fear Unbound. So Scarecrow inflicts all nearby with fear gas, making himself appear as a large monster. Due to this, Scarecrow's abilities are increased as all those who are affected. Basically, what this is going to do for them, it's going to give them AIDS and drugs, and it's also going to make me appear as though I am big. So it's pretty cool. You know, use fear toxin as well, fear gas. By the way, Iron Man marks 3 to 20 are resistant to the fear gas. That's all I know about that. And yeah, it's basically Scarecrow in a nutcase, guys. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. He has a lot of cool fear stuff that I like, the fear gas and the fear toxin. His immunities is fear, of course, but his weaknesses are composure and Batman. So if his obsession is Batman, he won't be able to track him because Scarecrow is afraid of Batman. So yeah, let's move on now, guys, because that's basically it. That's basically what we got for our boy Scarecrow, which was also modeled by Proven. So big shout out to Proven on that. And yeah, guys, that's basically all I got to say for this update. There's not much more that's been added. Obviously, this is all Patreon exclusive. The suits are all Patreon exclusive right now, and after a few months, it will be free to the public. So if you guys want to be a Patreon, the link is in the description below for Taiho.com/Patreon. No, Patreon.com/Taiho, and you can basically become a Patreon, which is $5 a month. I would really recommend it because you're supporting the mod, and I just think that's great. You know, supporting Taiho, making these mods possible, making it so you can have these monthly updates. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I personally am happy with my boy Creeper. I am happy with what's been added, and till next update, I guess there's not much more that I can really say because we've gone over everything. And yeah, guys, see you guys next time. Peace.